All right.
Ha
Take two.
Wait, did you press live?
Yeah, we're live.
Are you sure about that?
We are live now.
Really?
See, it says. See how it says end stream, so that means we're live. So.
Oh yeah.
This dumbass.
Okay, let me explain what happened. In case
this doesn't even need to be explained. You just
no, what happened was. All right, we're still getting used to the live stream thing. I set up everything: lights, camera, action. One thing I forgot was the microphones. Completely forgot to plug in the mics.
But if you're listening to this,
it was like a minute and 20
you have
of
nothing
just.
to worry about.
It was just a minute and 20. I think. I don't know if the audio picked up from that or my computer, but the mic audio probably sounded like complete shit. So.
No, there was no audio.
Oh, there wasn't any audio?
No, there was just no audio.
There was just a minute and 20 of silence. So.
Yes.
Okay, sorry about that. We're here. What's going on, people?
I think
welcome back to another episode.
Rename the title of that video "Complete Silence for a Minute and 28 Seconds."
Might as well. Fuck
right.
it. What's going on?
Nothing much. We're back for another live.
Better than
Hopefully
ever.
we'll only do a couple more of these, and then we'll be back on our regularly scheduled recording programs.
Yeah. I'm not. I mean, I don't mind the live streaming. I just prefer it to be recorded because we could actually insert images. We could cut if it's like
edit.
awkward silences.
Yeah.
Just better production overall. But
hopefully we'll only have to do this a couple more times.
Yeah, only probably 3 weeks max, maybe 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So
all right, perfect.
It's not too bad. But, nevertheless, we're trying to, keep the channel, the podcast going, make sure we got some stuff to talk about. And we were able to dig up some stuff from the grounds of Twitter, news medias, and all things like that to bring you some stuff we want to talk about today. But first, I think we got a little story about what happened over the weekend, what we did. Is that correct?
Nikki dragged us to a club.
That's how it was at first. But by the end of it, they were on their knees thanking me for such a good time. Am I right?
No.
You guys didn't have fun?
No, I did. No bitches.
So, so the club that we talked about last week, the one that I went to, I was like, all right, listen, I don't want to do the same bullshit that we do every week where we go to this bar to drink. We go here to get some tenders. We go to the arcade. I'm like, let's spice it up a little. I said to Gian, let's go dancing. The thing I did last week with my coworkers, and that's exactly what we did. So it was me, this one, that one, and his girlfriend, and alongside our friend Kenny and his girlfriend's friend. We all went together. We hung around about the arcade for, about an hour? Something like that?
An hour and a half, yeah.
Yeah, and the dance floor upstairs opens up at about 9:30. And you were
went
like...
there a little after that, though.
Yeah, like almost 10. And at first we were thinking, all right, we probably won't stay here too long because I know how you are. I know you're like, all right, it's like 9:30 at night. I kind of want to go to sleep.
Fun fact, we did stay there that long.
Yeah, we stayed to like, 12:31?
1, because by the time we were done dancing, I thought we were going to leave. They wanted to still play pinball.
Oh, yeah. My girlfriend and Miguel went at it for
like
pinball.
45 minutes.
I wanted to go to bed.
But bullcrap, bro. You were going to town on that Ghouls and Goblins pinball machine, whatever the hell you were playing.
When? Before we left?
Yeah, before we left.
Yeah, you guys were playing.
You and his girlfriend.
I was just trying to pass the time, bro. I was tired.
Well, why didn't you fight for your case to leave? You kind of just took it. Like you were chained down to the bed. Like,
he
why
just
didn't you
didn't want to lose his
listen, I want to
title.
go
He
home.
didn't want to lose his title. It's okay, though.
Did she beat your high score, though?
No.
No, she did not, unfortunately. Sorry.
I reached 2 billion again.
Sheesh. So, yeah, we went dancing, and I think we got some moves. I'm surprised even Miguel was dancing.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, Kenny was
to Billie Jean is what got me to come down.
And then you kind of just stayed for like the next hour and a half?
Whitey songs.
Dog Size
like
Baby.
Even
Let me say this, okay? That DJ, well, he's not bad. He knows how to get the white people moving.
I don't know. I saw a few blacks dancing. Like, it wasn't just white people. I don't know.
Oh boy.
I know, but like it was just too much like female white singer music.
Oh,
like
sure.
Michael Jackson, yes, and then it took like an hour just for Earth, Wind and Fire to come on.
Bro, listen, man,
And
not everything's
after that,
Chief Keef,
I think
right?
it was just like Kesha or some shit. Like I don't remember.
All right, Kesha, we could probably do without, but I don't know. I thought the music was pretty good. Well, then again, I'm white, so
my
maybe that's just
girlfriend was even complaining too about it, like how like she even requested a song and then the DJ said no.
Oh, he just straight up told her no. Well, that's weird because like last time I went, he said I'd take requests, and I was like, yeah, Word Up by Cameo.
Was it the same DJ? Probably.
No, I think it was. I think it was the
Really?
same dude. And I said, hey, listen, Word Up by Cameo. It's a really good song. And he was like, all right, I'll see if I have it. And I just walked away. And he never played it, so I'm assuming A, he didn't have it, or B, he just didn't care. So
Okay.
That's really all it is. But
So,
I
yeah,
bet
think
Alex Brown would play a recommendation.
Alex Brown.
Yeah,
Wow.
shout out to our boy Alex Brown. We got to get him hired at that club. Kick that old DJ out. It's on the second floor. Throw him out the window.
Yes.
Get Alex Brown in
Well,
there.
we're really bad-mouthing this place, and we go to it a lot. We should stop.
Well,
I'm not bad mouthing it. I'm
Nikki
just
is.
saying, like, play more. You know,
Nikki's basically just saying get them kicked out.
play more Chief Keef.
I'm not bad mouthing it. I'm only harshly bad mouthing it. I'm just trying to overthrow the place. I'm not bad mouthing it.
Like I will say, it was not bad music.
No, it wasn't.
At least it wasn't country.
Yeah,
Country isn't something that you play at a club.
Yeah,
That's the thing.
I don't think if you went to any dance club in the United States, they would play dance. At a
In the
dance club, they would
South?
play country. I think, all right, a club like that, even in the South, I don't think they're going to play horseback and tractor trailers and flannel.
Yeah.
So
I mean, country music is more like
more for like a bar.
more for like live entertainment music, if you want, like
Yeah.
especially in the
Square
South,
dancing.
like in Nashville, they have a lot of bars where like it's live music and country, which
Yeah.
unironically is better than, because I know you guys don't like country that much. I'm okay with it, and then like it's just like live music is always better. So, but I mean, country is definitely something
Bro,
that you
can't
don't
even
like
bop your
play
head to country,
at a-
bro.
at a
God, no.
club.
You cannot.
How do you even dance to country? You're like,
I think it's probably like I think you hang yourself. I don't know. I think that's how you dance to it. I don't know.
My God.
I don't know. I don't think there's a way to
step
proper.
forward, turn around, and then step back. I'm like,
You go. You put your left foot out. You put the gun in your mouth, and then you blow
all
your
right,
brains
we
out.
are live. We're live.
we
Hello.
lose our country fans.
Hello. We just lost a few people.
Sorry, Jeremy. I don't know. That's the first Southern name I can think of. Some guy from Texas named Jeremy,
Jeremy,
or like Adam. No, Adam's like a URI kid.
Billy,
There we go.
Billy
Thank you.
Jean.
Or Bob.
All right.
Or
Bob.
Frank.
So,
So,
yeah, we did that, and it was,
Chester.
it was very fun. Honestly, I didn't think I would be moving and grooving, but put a few drinks into me, and I'm on the dance floor.
And you know who else is moving and grooving? This guy. You said you never seen me be so mobile in your
Bro,
entire
this
life.
man
Yo.
lost like 2,000
Yo,
calories.
Okay, what happened was we go up to the dance floor, and then 2 seconds in, Nikki's already dancing.
yes.
Oh, yeah, bro. That's how the vibe is.
That's not the point of my story. The point is, 3 minutes later, I turn around, and then I turn back, and then in like 0.2 seconds, I don't know if it was the alcohol talking or some shit, because it was quick. It was quicker than I expected. I literally turn around and I see Nikki on the stage. I
That's right. You told
I
me.
turned back for like 2 seconds, and then he's across the fucking club. Like,
I recorded on Snapchat. I
vibing.
recorded
I'm
it.
just like, how the fuck he moved that quickly?
He teleported.
Like I didn't know Nikki was the fucking Flash.
Bro, I mean, listen, when that bass is booming through my heart, I'm just zooming across that club. Because on the dance floor, there's it's the floor, and then there's like a little balcony you can stand on. And it's like me, and there's this one really cool dude. I thought he was the DJ at first, but he wasn't, because he had like those DJ glasses on, and like the hat and sweatshirt. He looked like a young Finnish DJ, like someone who would play Darude Sandstorm in the club.
Darude
But he was like a super
Sandstorm.
chill guy. He was just like, every time I comment pizza face and pussy face, shit breaks.
What?
Why are you afraid of me? Because you're ugly.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, our number one fans here. Sorry.
Awesome.
So, and it was, I mean, well, to be fair, the room itself it naturally isn't that big. Like, it's like maybe a little bit bigger than this room, including the balcony.
Mm.
But yeah, no, I've done it before where it's like usually when you're on that balcony, everyone just watches you and they kind of follow what you do. Like if I started clapping, a few people started clapping. So, yeah, and then you came up on me at one point. It was me, you, and some dude in like a Tom Brady's Bucks jersey. We started doing the,
Yes.
and then like I like tricked you guys because I leaned on you guys and I started kicking midair and they just like we almost all fell like.
Yes, you
on top.
ruined it.
I didn't ruin it. You guys held me. It was good. You did a good job with
boy.
that. Because like
He
you
probably
know,
thought you were the drunk one.
honestly, yeah. I have this like special power where like I can seem completely drunk when I'm entirely 100% sober. So, yeah, it was like him, you, and I was in the middle, and we were just doing that, the kicking thing. Yeah, and like at one point I just started doing like a pedaling midair. I started doing this, and like I felt myself go down and down, and I was like, "Oh, we're gonna fucking die!" So I like quickly stood back up,
Yeah, that would have been awful.
and like we almost leaned forward too. We were like almost leaning forward, so we're on the balcony. If we did that, we would have probably killed like 3 people at least.
Can I say something?
No, yeah, go ahead.
That floor was dirty.
It
Mm-hmm.
it was sticky as all
my
hell.
pants, the end of not my pants, my shoes looked like they went through like I don't even know
Jell-O.
what, like something. Like it was just there was definitely spilled drinks everywhere. There was definitely like it was just dirty.
It was,
didn't
yeah.
really. I mean, definitely like a lot of people spill drinks, definitely. But it was really dirty.
Yeah, it was very sticky too. I mean, well, like, drinks are being spilled like every 2 minutes.
Some girl fucking slipped too. Did you see that?
Yeah, and I was like, "Are you okay?" One girl almost completely flew into me because she was walking down the stairs. At the end of the stairs, there's just a puddle of, I think, water. She just went zoom, almost went completely flying.
Nah.
I'm like, this is dangerous. And then on the balcony we were at, there was some drink spilled on there as well. And when we were dancing, I slid a few times. When we were doing the fucking, not the Cupid shuffle, the cha-cha slide. I did the slide to the left. I almost flew off the thing. The slide to the left.
Something Nikki would have done.
So.
But no, I had a good time. I didn't think I would be that fun, but definitely was fun.
Yeah, I'm glad you have fun. And I noticed the last hour you were there, you kind of just sitting down chilling. But did you have fun?
Yeah, it wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
How were the drinks there though? Because I know the drinks downstairs at the free play, they were too strong sometimes. Or I don't know if it was
can
different.
be hit or miss.
Okay.
So, but I mean, they're good
upstairs. But the vodka cran wasn't that bad when I got it mixed.
Yeah. So, but I mean, I definitely. Because the drinks are too strong sometimes, I switched to beer afterwards. So.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought you weren't crazy about beer.
I've gotten into it recently. It was mostly my girlfriend, but I mean,
you're the most easily influenced person I know.
No,
a week ago, you could have sworn on everything that you know that you would never drink a Coors Light. Now all of a sudden you're sipping them down like water.
He started painting his nails because of Harry Styles.
Probably, yeah.
True.
Yeah.
And the thing he was wearing on Friday, he had drapes for pants.
No, they're wide leg pants.
They were drapes, bro. That's something I would hang for my shower.
Bottoms.
No bottoms.
It looked like these shit, but yellow. Let's be real.
All right. All right.
So.
Well, at least I have style. Be me.
Be more me.
All right.
I'm waiting for that shirt to be made, Gian. Be more me.
Listen, when Mad Arrow 2 hits the line again,
It's not happening.
he gets so pissed off.
Every time.
I lost money.
He goes, I lost money.
It's okay.
Oh, my God. That's all right. But you know who isn't going to lose money? Elon Musk. That was a good transition because
Yeah, we planned that.
he may potentially be buying Twitter. Apparently, this is a big thing going on, or not a big thing. It's just something I thought was kind of an interesting topic to talk about. Because he tweeted this thing. What was it? March 25th, which was 2 days ago. He says free speech is essential to a functioning democracy. Do you believe Twitter rigorously adheres to this principle? And out of 2 million votes, 70% said no. And then he quote tweets that the next day. He says, given that Twitter serves as the de facto public town square, failing to adhere to free speech principles fundamentally undermines democracy. What should be done? And then he tweets below that, is a new platform needed? So basically, a lot of this kind of has to stem with the fact that a lot of people on Twitter think that obviously free speech isn't really that welcomed on Twitter. A lot of people more so are on the right-leaning side because a lot of people were they bring up the whole January 6th insurrection thing, the fact that Trump's all platforms, not even just Twitter, was completely taken off. And then they believe that, a lot of left-leaning or maybe hardcore left-leaning people, they say all these things, whether if it's threats, hoax, whatever, and they don't get deplatformed, while some people on the right may do the same thing or less, and then they get their shit just completely taken off. And this kind of was re-brought up in this debate now because of Elon Musk tweeting this out. And a few people have mentioned or have said to him that he should just buy Twitter, that or make his own social media app. And here's the thing, I was reading some stuff about this. Apparently Twitter, I think, is, to my knowledge, worth about $30 billion.
Sounds about right.
Elon Musk has 5 times that and then some. So if he really wanted to, he probably could buy all of Twitter, even all of its stocks. I don't know how many outstanding stocks they have, but he probably could just end up realistically buy the whole company. So he'd be the CEO of 3 things: Tesla, SpaceX, and Twitter.
Yep.
So, yeah, and that was just something that I thought was pretty interesting. But what do you boys think? What do you think would be the best approach for Elon Musk in regards to this whole free speech thing with Twitter?
You go first, Miguel.
All right. I don't think he should buy Twitter. I think he should make his own. Only because I feel like he has the capabilities of making his own and the knowledge to profit from it. And I don't know, because I feel like him buying Twitter would just be kind of a mess in its own way, realistically, because there's going to be a lot of people who are going to be well, I don't know. I just think he should just make his own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
PayPal, he knows what he's doing, obviously. So
yeah, it's nothing too. He's the brain behind PayPal.
That's right. I totally forgot about
Yeah,
that.
I always forget about that. I always know Tesla and SpaceX.
Mhm.
I completely forget about PayPal. What do you think, Gian? I said, what do you think?
I mean, I say, I kind of agree with Miguel too. Like, he should like invent or not, like kind of create like his own social media platform. But like, every time someone creates like a new social media platform nowadays, it's not gonna do very well because we already have Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter are probably the top right now. And then if you want to call YouTube social media, so I mean those are probably the most popular, and then probably in order, if you really want to count YouTube, it's probably Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, not in any specific order, but and then you got Snapchat and Facebook. Facebook's probably down at the bottom, but
Yeah.
so
That's more of the boomer social media.
yeah, because remember, like, you know, freaking whatchamacallit, what's his face, Lizard Man, who runs Facebook.
Oh, Zuckerberg.
He wanted to try to like make like Meta like something, like he wants to create Facebook into Meta and like the metaverse, and I have not seen anyone use it yet, or like has it even been like forcefully implemented yet? No. All right. So like it's and when someone tries to do something new with social media, especially nowadays, it's not going to go very like well, because remember Trump was trying to do something with that too.
Yeah,
like,
he wanted
to
make, like,
do
his
something
own...
with that, and like that never went past any.
Did
it?
Yeah, he has his own social media.
Oh dear Lord, I didn't know this. I thought that
It's
went.
called Truth Social.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that opened, what, a few weeks ago?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't even know that. Well, like it's.
I've seen memes around it.
Oh, I haven't even heard about that. So that goes to even show like creating a new social media platform.
By
is
the
not
by the
going
president of
to-
the United States, it's still even
Yes,
or the excuse me,
the
former
yeah.
president of the United
And
States.
so that goes to show like he would probably be better off financially buying Twitter. I mean, knowing Elon Musk and how he tweets, he probably won't even change anything really, because he's really actually really close to his community on Twitter.
Right.
Like he responds a lot. He gets into the memes. Like he knows what's going on in Twitter.
Honestly,
So
I'm not surprised. I'm actually surprised they haven't been sued because it looks exactly like Twitter.
let me see.
Like retweets and everything, likes, comments in the exact same order. If you look, pay close attention.
That doesn't look exactly like Twitter.
Yes,
It just looks kind of like an off-brand, not like exactly. But
Even the tweet, like new tweet button is the same.
I mean, yeah, like the interface kind of looks similar.
Or it used
But I
to
mean,
be
well,
at
like
least.
the bottom looks kind of different, I guess, a little too.
But pay attention to
Hey, look at there I am.
the likes, the retweets, and the comments. It's the exact same.
It just looks like a Facebook and Twitter met and like had a kid. But I understand where that's coming from, and it's tough because like you said, nowadays when it comes to social media, it's just a complete monopoly where it's like any alternative that's ever tried to compete with like YouTube, for example, like Storyfire, I think like DLive, or maybe that might have been more for Twitch.
Yeah.
They just all eventually just die out, and then like they're just completely forgotten about. They shut down or whatever because YouTube is such a monopoly when it comes to video streaming services. Same thing for Twitter. It's like I think Elon Musk probably financially and maybe like influence-wise would probably be better off if he just bought Twitter himself rather than make his own separate alternative social media to Twitter. Because I think if like the former president of the United States can't even make a successful social media, because I haven't really heard anything about it. I heard that it was called Truth Network or whatever.
True Social,
but I don't know anyone who's ever used it. I haven't even heard anyone talk about it. So if the former president's having a hard time competing with the behemoth that is Twitter, I don't know if a multi-billionaire could pull it off. Maybe he could. He has about, I think, 71 million followers on Twitter. So he has a big community on there.
But he's very active on Twitter, though.
Very
so
active,
I think like buying Twitter would probably be like his best bet. Like that would probably be like the number one thing.
Yeah, because again, Miguel, look up how much is Twitter worth. I just want to see like what is like what their worth is. I don't know what, because I watched a video that was discussing this. They believe it was 30 billion, but I don't quote me on that.
Its net worth is operating income is 27 million, but its net worth, it says, is 13 billion.
Oh, it's only 13 billion.
Yeah.
Oh God, Elon Musk could buy that 10 times.
Yeah.
And still, like, it'd just be like him like ordering Chinese food or something at this point. So I think, I don't know, unless he can devote a team to really do like an in-depth, like maybe like kind of like a feasibility study, like where they wanted like to do like a test to see how successful would this alternate platform be if we were to, go on ahead and create it. Like, would it be successful, or would it be more successful if he just bought Twitter? And I don't know how that would work. I don't know if he'd be the new CEO. I doubt it. Or he would just be like what's called like a controlled person, like someone who has more than 10% of a shareholding of a company. So even with that, he could still have some influence on it. So I don't know. I think it'd be pretty interesting to see what happens along these ways if he buys Twitter.
I mean, I'm sure like in the next 10, 15 years we'll probably see a new social media platform, but like I think it's safe to say like the social media that we all use now is gonna stay for a little bit.
I know I've had you sign up for this Bop Drop.
Oh,
Bop Drop?
It's like a social media where you like share your favorite songs.
Yeah.
You can post twice a day.
Miguel, can I be completely honest? I completely forgot I even had that. I haven't
I
even used
know.
it.
You've
I'm
told
sorry.
me like twice. I use it. It helps me find songs that I like. So
I mean, the only other social media platform that I could think that really boosted in the past couple of years is
MySpace.
TikTok.
What'd you say? Sorry.
TikTok was probably the one that like was the most recently like, I guess if you want to say recreated from like Musical.ly, that was the most that like became popular. Like it's popular more than it's ever been. So I mean, we all use it. So I mean, like the only thing that like a social media platform will probably gain if a new social media platform came out in the next like 10, 15 years, then yes, maybe. But like I think it's safe to say like the social media platforms that we all have now are the ones that are gonna stay for a little bit.
Probably, yeah, because I think if the next big thing would have to be something entirely different.
Yeah.
Because
it has to be totally different.
In a lot of ways, it's kind of like each social media is very different from each other. Like Instagram, that's more for uploading pictures, and I guess videos now too. But it was mainly just like made for uploading pictures.
Facebook
and people
was like for statuses.
And I guess kind of all the above.
Twitter was like for like opinions and stuff.
Yeah, and then YouTube was for like video streaming services. Where
Twitch was for streaming.
So
what was for MySpace for? I think we were all too young.
That was kind of just like a Facebook. I think. I believe I never used MySpace. I was too freaking young to remember that.
I know you could put music in your MySpace profiles though.
Right, so I guess it was kind of like Facebook, maybe a little bit different. So and then TikTok was kind of a mixture. I think with TikTok, it was a new concept where
Vine.
it was reminiscent of Vine,
even though it was horrible when it first was created.
TikTok.
Yes.
Yeah, I know because the memes like the hit or miss.
I could be Tracer.
Oh God, those are some dark
days.
It was
so bad.
And we reflect that 2018 and 2019 as good years. Though that was not really that was more on the decline or like a negative.
Happened though, it definitely has gained my respect.
I mean, like, no one else had anything better to do besides to stay home and just make fucking TikToks. But
and they are funny. There are some still cringy stuff on there, but it's most like you definitely have some fan favorite TikTokers.
You just gotta stay away from like the big media stars on
Yeah.
TikTok because they're not really that funny.
When it was like super easy to get famous on TikTok and everyone tried to get famous on TikTok, but it just ended up not working.
I feel like,
including me, because I was making TikTok videos at least like once a week.
You just have to have a big ass. There you go.
Yeah,
that's how you do it.
I mean, like the people that get.
I'm sorry. I'm just thinking of that one TikTok. It's like I think his name is Nolan is not overweight. He's literally just known for like just responding to things and just ripping ass. It's like the funniest thing. He'll just be like, "Your dad."
I mean, you gotta do like some either Vine type shit, have a fat ass. Or fucking do something that no one else does on TikTok.
Well, I mean, everyone does the same thing, kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. I feel
people
like
can do like trends like differently. Like people like someone can base the original trend or like do the original trend and do it better.
Make a new trend.
Well, no, but I'm saying like an original trend. People have made that more popular from their version of it. So like not even the original trend of whatever they made is popular, or as popular as what they made. So like. But, like, yes, new trends are difficult to make because you don't know if it's going to be good or not. But, like, most of the time, it's people who recreate trends. And most of the time, they make those trends popular because of that. So
right. And I think also with TikTok, I think because it's such a massive platform as of right now, like, someone who could get, like, 5 million views on a TikTok still wouldn't even be considered famous. Because like I've seen people where it's like they have like that one video that's like 5 million views, but they're not considered like a star on there. Yeah. They're not considered like someone who is like a mega
one-hit
star.
Wonder. They're one hit.
Kenny has a viral video.
Yeah, Kenny, his is like 2 million views, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Addison Rae follows him, but I think that's really about it. But
he doesn't really have any other like views.
He's not known as a TikTok star. No. He's not hanging out there with like the D'Amelios or freaking like James Charles. You know, he's
got 4,000 followers. Let me check how many views his video has.
How many likes does he have in total?
I guess he deleted it. Only 100,000.
Well, no, that seems about right.
No, because I swear that video got like 1 million views or some shit.
Yeah, but that probably maybe got like 50,000 likes.
Yeah, you can get like 1 million view thing and only get like
it got 600,000. Yeah, 100,000 likes.
Yeah, so and like no one knows, you know, no like disrespect to Kenny, but like he's not known as a TikTok star.
Yeah,
no one knows he's not a household name. And he knows that. And it's just like because back like when YouTube started, like let's go back to like 06, 05, 30,000 views was considered viral. You were considered like a huge star, or like 10,000 subscribers. You could basically do that full time back then if they paid you.
Wasn't Fred the first person that ever reached 1 million views?
I think
it was Ray William Johnson.
Ray William Johnson?
No. Ray William Johnson was the first person to become a millionaire as a YouTuber, I believe. I think Fred was probably the first one to do...
The first viral, because he came out in,
like,
09?
I'm pretty sure he was the first person to ever get 1 million followers.
When did Fred... 08 or 09?
I was like 08, 07, something like that. It was old.
Because those movies came out...
Ryan Higa, too.
Wait, who?
Ryan Higa.
Oh, I remember him.
Yeah.
He's been gone. He doesn't upload
He streams, but he doesn't really...
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Fred was the first.
Was he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because he started in like what? I think like 07, 08. I
like,
used to watch his videos.
He got 1 million followers on 2009.
Okay, all right. And like no one did gaming back then, or like there was some gaming, but like it wasn't popular. It probably became popular really probably 2012 and onward, probably.
I know. I think like 2010, 2011, there were a lot of COD YouTubers. Like at the time, Wings of Redemption, I think he was a big one.
I would say like 2012 was definitely when it peaked. Like, and then it started to rise and rise. And I think like 2016, 2017 was probably peak gaming.
There's a list here that says the first person to reach like every milestone.
Yeah.
And the first person to reach 10,000 was in July 7th, 2006.
Oh, shit.
Does it say who it is?
Brookers is the name. I don't know who that is.
Never heard of him.
20,000 was Geriatric 1927. Later in
These are like the most like
these are the basic username.
Lonely Girl 15 in October 2006.
These aren't YouTubers. These are like the names of people who just comment who don't upload.
These are like their Xbox Live gamer tags.
100,000 was Smosh.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Smosh was big.
Fred beat them to 1 million.
Yeah, Smosh was really
2 years
big.
later. Ryan Higa beat Fred to 2 million a year later. Ray William Johnson was the first person to reach 5 million.
Oh, wow.
In 2011. Then Smosh was the first person to reach 10 million.
And PewDiePie should be starting to grow.
Yep.
2013.
And then PewDiePie was the first person to reach 20 million in 2014.
20 million in 2014.
Yeah. And I think by late 2013, early 2014, he was the number one YouTuber, right?
He was?
PewDiePie? Yeah.
Oh, I can't check.
I mean, he still is now, probably.
Technically, yeah.
Basically, T-Series is the...
No, Jesus, well.
I don't count T-Series,
No.
but apparently they've reached 200 million subscribers.
And apparently, I think Cocomelon probably is going to be passing him soon. I think the one like...
Mr. Beast is probably going to be passing.
That's what I was going to say. I think the one authentic YouTuber is probably going to pass PewDiePie one day is Mr. Beast because his videos are just getting bigger and bigger. His projects are just getting bigger and bigger.
They're so awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's just becoming a bigger and bigger YouTuber. So
like I never was a big Mr. Beast guy, but like I think the past year in 2021 and
it's because he tries to do like help out. Like,
he helps out, and you know we all wish we could be one of those lucky people.
One
but
day.
like his videos are actually like entertaining to watch. So
I mean, very high production. I mean, the guy like he made like a whole Squid Games like
he did
thing, and that got like 200 million views.
That cost millions of dollars too.
Easily.
He even said it. I think he said it costs millions of dollars. I don't think he said it specific, but he said millions of dollars, which that doesn't strike me as
the only way to get in the Squid Game was to like buy his shirts too.
Yeah, at the time.
Like at the time, he was like, "Oh, buy this shirt and you'll have a chance to be in my video for Squid Game."
Yeah.
So,
and I think he's going on record for saying like some of his videos cost him more money than they actually made.
Yes.
Like they were like, I mean, when you're doing shit like that or buying an island to do some kind of like Survivor
like you have 60
video
seconds to get anything you want in this cart, and sometimes it comes out to like 10 grand or
it's like
something
all right,
like that.
yeah, but like some videos where they cost at least hundreds of thousands, it's like all right, he's not probably gonna make all of that back if he gets like maybe
half,
20 million views, maybe half. Actually, I'm trying to think. I think if you were to get, my math is probably way up, but I think on a YouTube video, if it's fully monetized, if you get like 15 million views on a video, I think that's 100 grand more. I think it's something like that. I know it's
he definitely has a lot more saved though, because like I think he's the number one YouTuber with the most net worth. I think the last time I checked.
No, it's not Mr. Beast.
Really?
I think Markiplier has more money than him.
Really?
Yeah, I think so. Well, because Markiplier, he uploads more constant. And like,
Well, I'm saying like net worth value, though. I'm not saying money right now, like in their account. I'm thinking like Mr. Beast has probably made the most money. If you want to think about how many videos he's made and how much money he's given away.
Right, like he's probably made the most money, but like
Yeah.
the things that he owns, like a house, car.
Yeah.
I don't think he's the richest because he puts a lot of that money towards his videos, towards
Yeah.
charities.
Yeah.
So
But-
like I think he probably still drives. I don't even think he drives like a 2021 car. He was on like the Impulsive podcast. He was saying how like he doesn't have like a brand new car. He still drives the same one that he's used for a while. That was a year ago, so that might have changed. But yeah, he's genuinely like a good dude. He puts a lot of his time into charity. Maybe he should buy Twitter. I forgot that's how we started this conversation about buying Twitter with Elon Musk. No. The biggest collab in history. Mr. Beast and Elon Musk do a video together.
Yo.
No, he goes to Mars.
I'm pretty sure they've interacted with each other on Twitter before.
I'm pretty
They
sure.
probably have.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Elon Musk would be closed-minded to it.
Elon Musk
did
collabed
meme
with
review.
PewDiePie.
Yeah, he did meme
So,
reviews. So
I mean, like
the next big thing, I think.
SNL.
was so well that SNL
At one
wasn't
point,
really
you could
good though.
buy. Can you still buy Tesla cars with Dogecoin? I don't remember.
I don't fucking know.
At one point, you could. I don't know if it's still a thing.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Or, no, it was with Bitcoin, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely know he did include cryptocurrency as
Yeah.
a form of payment. So
I think that's probably during the whole thing last year with the whole GameStop and the Doge thing and all
Oh
the
God!
Bitcoin
Remember
just.
when like GameStop fucking plummeted at one point?
Yeah,
Everyone was shitting their
we talked
pants.
about that. Yeah, I remember that.
Good times.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? I think I think if Mr. Beast wants to do the next big project, he'll probably do like a video in space inside of a Tesla in a rocket ship with Elon Musk, and they just like I don't know, maybe they do another meme review or like
Oh yeah, probably.
they just start shooting shirts from space. All right, whoever can catch this will win $100,000. Boom!
Whoever
shoots a
can
shirt from
survive
space.
on the moon for 24 hours gets a brand new Tesla.
And you just see like Carl Jacob. He's just like floating in the back. Like,
Yes.
oh God, would you go to the moon? Would you go to space?
Oh my goodness, yes.
I would.
I'm
not even gonna ask Miguel.
like I love space. Like I think it's fascinating. Like like I love it. I mean, would it be scary? Sure. I mean,
Absolutely.
there's always that fear factor in
That it
there.
could just
Like
completely
it's
blow up.
it's quiet. It's out in the open. Like you're fucked basically if something bad happens. But like I would love to go to space. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a lot of risk. Like that one
I don't know,
video of like the people like they won that contest and they were shooting up to space. All of a sudden, the rocket just blew up. And they all died. That was a few years ago or many years ago. I don't
Wasn't
remember.
that the 1970s, 1980s?
I think it was like the 80s or 90s, something like that.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm
I mean,
I'm pretty sure the first Apollo mission didn't make it. No, I forget. It was the Challenger that blew up. It was the Challenger that blew up as it was lifting off. I'm pretty sure. I don't know what year that was.
I haven't
forgot.
touched up on my history of rocket
I'll do it right now.
explosions. So
I'll do it right now.
yeah, go on ahead.
I don't know. Ever since I saw that movie Ad Astra, like
Yeah.
the uncomfortable silence of space has always
Yeah.
like freaked me out.
Yeah, I'll say one thing that's scarier than anything is silence. Like if it's just no noise,
January
nothing going on.
26th,
It's just the scariest thing.
1986.
What year?
It was when the
86.
space shuttle Challenger exploded. January
Mhm.
26th, 1990. Oh, it's saying 28th too. I don't know. 28th, 1986.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not an easy thing, but Yeah. So what else are we were gonna talk about?
I mean, if we want to get, I guess, into the more like grim kind of sad things.
Oh yeah.
I mean, Gian, you said you saw a video,
Mhm.
Yeah.
so we can get to
recently
that.
It was I think probably a few days ago. In Orlando, there was this young boy who was riding one of those like free fall drop things. This one was 430 feet high, and it was based off in Orlando, outside of an amusement park. So it was more like a pop up like feast carnival.
Yeah.
But this shit was like 430 feet tall. So I guess apparently there was this for these kind of like rides, you have to sign a waiver because it's a carnival ride. It's not. I was about to say FDA approved. It's not like like amusement park approved. It's not part of the amusement park. So if something bad happens, you can't
Sue anyone.
So they signed a waiver. They went on, and apparently it's also a picture going around like because I was looking it up beforehand, but like which really confuses me because there's this one picture of the seat because the seat goes over, so it's one of those things, and it looks like he's not buckled in. But at the same time, a lot of he's a bigger kid, so it might not have looked like it fit him. But at some point, like, so it might. So people, it's only a picture of a specific point in time of the video, or before it actually happened. So I don't know if like right after the machine went off, or like there was another round check and someone checked him. But so when he went up, apparently, after a review of the seatbelt wasn't on correctly. So it went 430, it went slowly, and then it stuck up there for a few seconds like they usually do, and then it plummets. And I unfortunately saw the actual video on Facebook. So I was like, I just want to see what happened. And at probably the 50 feet mark, you can see him fall off of it and smack into the pavement.
And you saw the video?
I saw the video, but like the gate where the video was recording, thank God the gate, like the fence was covering the body, so I didn't see anything like explicit. Like all I heard and saw was his body fall and just a smack in the pavement, which scared the shit out of me. Like I think I looked at my phone, dropped it, I'm like, I'm almost gonna throw up.
Yeah, that's...
Like that is probably like for when I go to an amusement park, I know it's safety because there hasn't been like an amusement park, like an official like Six Flags, Disney, etc. Like roller coaster ride accident in God probably like 20, 30ish years
At
probably.
least. It's been a long
So
time.
it's but like carnival rides are a lot scarier because those happen a little more often, especially the ones that are more dangerous. So. Seeing that kind of scared me a little bit, but then again, this thing was like 430 feet in the air, so I'm like, but
yeah.
It's really sad because like a lot of people are like, oh, they should sue, but at the same time, he supposedly signed a waiver in which you can't, and so it's very tragic. The kid was 14 years old, and it really is tragic.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen in the past like a video of like people like falling up from a high place and they hit the ground. That splat sound that happens, you can't unhear that ever again. That sticks with you for like forever.
Yeah.
It just goes.
So everyone like the video was sad. Like everyone was screaming. Like I wouldn't know what to do in that situation. But like prayers go out to let me get his name.
His name.
Out.
I have an article right here. He was identified as Tyree Sampson.
Yep.
He was visiting Orlando from his home in Missouri with another family member in Central Florida. Then they have a few pictures of him. He was only 14 years old.
Only
you said.
14, yeah.
Jesus Christ!
Like his coach
sad.
like posted something on like I think social media. I think
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what sport he did exactly.
Basketball.
But basketball.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He also did football too because I have a photo of him in uniform.
Yeah. Really tragic.
God, kid. That's genuinely sad. The kid had like his whole life ahead of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks. And I also saw something else here. Father. Yeah, I have an article here. This is from Wesh.com.
Mm-hmm.
It says, father, coach of teen, who fell to death on Orlando's Icon Park ride, speaks out. And his Tyree's dad, his name is Yarnell Sampson, spoke out publicly Friday this afternoon. It was Friday afternoon. It says, it felt like somebody hit me so hard in my stomach, I lost win. And the pain behind it could never be taken away. And sorry's not going to take it back. And no money's, no nothing in the world to replace the young man. And it's just sad. A young man's bright future was taken away from him over a ride in an amusement park, Sampson said. And that's what his father had to say, which obviously is beyond heartbroken. This is something that I don't think anyone would even wish on their own enemies, like a parent to lose their child before him. Because that's the way I was always taught. Like my mother always said to me, listen, there's nothing worse for a parent to outlive their child.
Yeah.
So like, and if that happens, there's no point in living anymore.
Yeah.
So
it's very heartbreaking. So
Yarnell, I know sorries won't do it, but I genuinely hope that life goes on.
Yes.
Or, not that, but like I just hope. I'm just really sorry that this had to have happened. It's fucking sad. Yeah, he was a good kid. I'd imagine he was involved in sports, visiting family.
Hopefully if this makes more headway, because it has been a few times where like carnival rides will be more careful in like checking the seatbelts, making sure everything is correct.
Yeah,
but still, like it's.
I also think they should probably. I mean, I get why they do the waiver thing, and I don't think even if they were to win the lawsuit, that wouldn't really bring the family much joy because Tyree's still gone. But I think it would probably force carnival rides to forcefully make sure that this thing is double safe, because I'm pretty sure not just amusement parks do this. I would assume that carnival rides also double check. They turn on the machine before anyone else goes on just to make sure that it works. It's not like like people can fully sit in comfortably, like the seatbelts are working, the machine itself is working. Like I would assume they would at least have done that before this kid went on, right?
Yeah.
But again, it wasn't like a major amusement park, so maybe budget wasn't
it was,
as
it was
much.
like a small carnival, if I'm not mistaken. So
Yeah. And it's weird because like I've always never been too crazy about those free fall rides where you just drop.
yeah.
Like when
We've
we went
been
to
on one in Six Flags that was only like 100-something feet, so it was nothing.
and then there's the one in New Jersey, Six Flags, which is with the King to Ka. I think that's one of the big tallest ones. That I was like, even after going on
that day though.
Yeah, but even after going on the King to Ka, like the biggest ride in the world, even then I was like, I don't know if I'd still go on that one. So
I mean, like we said, like that's amusement park rides. Those are heavily checked. They're test rides throughout the day.
And if even one thing's found wrong, they shut the whole thing down.
I think remember we went on Superman, and that ride, it was constantly being checked because one thing wasn't right. I don't know it could have been the smallest thing in the world, but they ran it like 5-6 times to make sure. So that's why I feel safe when I go on amusement park roller coasters. Carnival ones, there's always a little jittery to me, like, oh boy.
I went on the carnival they had up here once. Do you know the zipper ride?
Yeah, we've been on it, yeah.
The one that they had up here, I swear to God, Mike, the cart I was in with my friend was going to go flying because the guy who was working it, I don't know if there's like a certain thing you could do to make it go faster or more extreme. Either he just had like a molten rock just sitting on the button to make it go accelerating at accelerating speed. I felt like my car was spinning like this. First of all, I wasn't doing this. It was like this.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
While it was going like this. I was ready to puke. And then it did the whole thing backwards for like 3 extra minutes longer than it was supposed to. So, yeah, I don't think they have the same protocol for carnivals.
No.
Like you said, in an amusement park ride, I for the most part feel safe because if they find even the slightest thing wrong with the ride, they're going to shut that shit down. They're going to be like, nope, because of reasons like this. The last thing they want is for something like this to happen, for someone to sadly lose their life. But
and I've seen like other videos like across the years, like where there's always like a carnival ride malfunction. Like I think this was last year where I think it's one of those rides that go like this.
Mm-hmm. I'm listening. Sorry.
Yeah, it's not near us. They're one of the carnival rides that goes like this, and something happened, and the thing hinged off. I don't think anyone was injured. Like, maybe like I think there might have been like a few bones. No one was killed, thankfully.
There wasn't anything fatal.
No, I don't believe so. But like I see this a lot. But like the pendulum swings and it gets off and then it starts like bouncing. But like, so like carnival rides are a lot more scarier because they're not protocoled or like they're not checked a lot as much as amusement park rides are. So
right, and they probably don't have the same concept where if there's something a little bit wrong, they probably just think, all right, it should work, it should be fine.
Basically.
So
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, again, I've seen like every time we've ever gone to Six Flags in Agawam, the Goliath is always shut down.
Bruh,
because I'm assuming there's always something wrong with it.
I'm upset.
I am not upset.
Yeah, that was the first ride I ever took you on at Six Flags. You'll be fine, Miguel. Nope, never wanted to ride another ride that day.
Maybe that wasn't the one. Maybe you should have built
that wasn't the one.
You should have started off with like the Batman, then maybe the teacups, and then maybe the Joker, and then maybe Goliath for Miguel.
You shouldn't have started on the Goliath.
What scared you the most when you were like hanging?
Yes, because like my feet were dangling down. No, I did not like that.
If it makes you feel any better, Miguel, besides I think Harley Quinn, that's probably the most extreme ride at Six Flags.
Yes.
Like I think if you went on the Batman, it's really not that bad.
Superman,
like it's really
the
just a normal roller coaster.
What was the other one where you're like you're not in like the thing, but you're like on the side? Was that
the Joker?
The Joker.
That one's kind of.
I was not going on that one either.
Yeah,
I will be honest. Even though it's short, that one's a little pretty scary.
Yeah, because it has like those bungee things that like kind of like whoosh you back and forth.
And you go flipping forward.
The thing is only like 40 seconds long though.
But holy crap, it's just complete chaos.
I mean, the only thing wrong with
long ass 40 seconds.
And we're talking about the Six Flags in New England too. But like the Superman one, the only thing that's scary that I was always scared of is just that one big drop, and then after that the ride's a breeze.
That's really how it is for most roller coasters. Yeah. It's like once you get past the big drop, for the most part, the rest of the ride is pretty damn good. Yeah. So
but I love amusement parks. I mean, I would like to venture more. I do want to go to Busch Gardens again one day in Virginia because I don't think I've even rid all the roller coasters there. So, but yeah, roller coasters are fun. I like them.
I do enjoy them as well.
Miguel, he likes the little carousel.
The teacups.
The teacups.
When he's spinning, yeah. You know?
When he spins.
They weren't that bad. I mean, like, which one did we go on? We went on.
It was called the Breakout of Arkham Asylum, where like it was like kind of like a mousetrap kind of ride.
No. It was another one. We went on. It had like we go in like a swirl kind of. Do you remember? I remember that one.
I don't remember that one.
It was like a wooden one to the side.
I didn't go with you guys, did I?
No.
No, this was in 2017 with my mom. And
That's the one I remember.
Yeah.
That one wasn't too bad.
yeah.
I don't know. It's just like my feet dangling is not a good combination for.
No,
for me.
I understand that. Yeah.
That's that what's it called, the Mind Eraser ride at Six
Yes.
Flags. Remember we went on the school trip. We went on our senior class trip.
Yeah.
That one is scary, but like not for good reasons. It's like
Your head hurts.
no, not even that, because it's one of those rides where your feet dangle.
Yeah.
But it's so enclosed that
you feel like
if you're a taller person like me and like a few other people in our class were, right? At one point it like turns and there's like the metal bar. It's like here's your foot. Here's the metal bar, all of like maybe 10 inches away, and you're this close from hitting it. And I swear to God, it was the scariest thing. I thought I was going to lose a limb.
I honestly don't think it's 10. It's just made to look like that, just to scare the bejesus out of you. Like, even still with my height.
I'm sorry, you can't convince me that thing wasn't like this close from taking my head off or my arm off. I'm sorry.
If
I went
like
this, I would only be with a one arm right now.
I think it's just made to look like that.
I mean, that's some illusion. I don't know what kind of coloring they do for the freaking the metal bars. But God, unless it's just like we're just sitting there the whole time, we don't actually move. More power to him. But I don't know that one. That one, I don't blame Miguel for not going on.
Yeah.
So, yeah, roller coasters and rides, I enjoy them.
Yeah.
We got to go back again this summer.
This summer. God, yeah.
We going to Agawam? We going to New Jersey?
I don't know. I do want to try Hershey Park,
Where's that? Virginia?
Pennsylvania.
Pennsylvania. Okay.
I think
Busch Gardens is in Virginia.
Busch Gardens is in Virginia.
Okay, yeah. I've never been to Hershey Park or Busch Gardens.
Yeah, Hershey Park is supposed to be actually fun. So we'll
I'd love
try
to go.
that. So I don't know what other Six Flags are close to us. I mean, it's only in New Jersey and New England.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
At least the one's closest to us.
Yeah.
And then you have other amusement parks. There's Lake Compounce in Connecticut.
Yes, I haven't been there since I was a kid.
Me
Yeah.
too. That's been a long time. I think I went there last time when I was like, freshman class trip when I was in Smithfield still. We went there.
Oh, I'm talking about since I was like 10 or 11. I haven't been there since.
You ever been to Canopy Lake in New Hampshire?
I think briefly. And again, when I was like 12 or 13, probably.
Didn't that shut down?
No, that's still open.
That's
still
still open.
That's like a childhood amusement park for me. That has like the Boston Tea Cup thing where you drop and the whole thing just completely just gets everyone wet, moist, drenched.
Moist. You know what's fun? Santa's Village. You've ever been to Santa's Village?
No, but I want to go.
Oh, we're going.
Oh, where's Santa's Village? Oh, the North Pole, of course.
I think it's in New Hampshire, some shit like that. It is the most dullest thing ever. Like,
I
you just walk, literally, you walk around Santa's Village. That's it.
Are there any rides? Or?
No.
Oh, so what?
And the best part, I think it's open year round.
Bruh.
The only ride there is sitting on Santa's lap, I guess.
That's a lawsuit waiting to
That's
happen.
a lawsuit waiting to ho ho ho.
Oh my god.
Oh boy, what do you want for Christmas?
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Oh boy, 3 a.m. Oh.
Who wants to sit on Santa's lap at 3 a.m?
Oh boy, 3 a.m.
Boom, 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 boom.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What do you want for Christmas? It's January.
Oh Christ, that's funny. Anything else we wanted to talk about today?
Was there something else we wanted to talk about? I feel like
the drummer.
Oh, right. Okay, so I get briefly. God, the second half of this episode has just been kind of
terrible.
But yeah, so for those who don't know, the longtime drummer for the band Foo Fighters, Taylor Hawkins, has died at 50 years old. It was late Friday night into Saturday morning is when I found out. I saw on Twitter that he had died. He was staying in a hotel, and someone found him, and someone else wants to look up an article too. They're still trying to determine the cause of death, I believe, right now.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't find anything. He was Taylor Hawkins. He was the main, or one of the big drummers for the Foo Fighters band, along with like Dave Grohl. He died March 25th, which was Friday. And yeah, he was young. He was only 50 years old.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I'm just pulling up an article.
Take your time.
Were you a Foo Fighters fan? Did you like them?
I know their most famous song.
Everlong.
Yeah.
Yes.
I know how to. I used to know how to play Everlong, and I used to know how to play. Started with a P, I think.
Oh, I don't know. Is it from? I'm probably from their Colors and Shapes album. Oh, The Pretender, is that what?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, that's one of their also bigger songs as well.
I used to know how to play those two songs. I did listen to them when I was like into rock and stuff like that, but not like deeply. I just know, like their because Everlong, if I'm correct, was in Rock Band.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I believe so, yeah.
So that's where I like got introduced to them, and I was like, okay, this is pretty good. But at the same time, that was like during my Pandora age, where like I didn't get to choose what kind of songs I listened to. But
yeah, and I'm just reading an article right now. So Colombia's prosecutor's office released a statement Saturday saying toxicological tests on urine from Hawkins' body preliminarily found 10 psychoactive substances and medicines, including marijuana, opioids, tricyclic antidepressants, and benzodiazepines. It did not provide a cause of death, and investigations are continuing. And this is by the AP News, and this was from yesterday. So this was the most recent article that I found. I can try to find another one. This is from the New York Post. This is from 3 hours ago. And it just mainly talks about Dave Grohl making an emotional return after Hawkins' death, because they were in South America, I believe, in the middle of like a tour. On tour in Colombia. They were in the middle is when he died. So I think the night after the show they were supposed to play on Saturday, instead of them doing a show, there was like a tribute. They had like all these lights. I think I saw a video of it. It was like all these lights, and it showed like a tribute to Taylor Hawkins rather than doing an actual show, because that's always really tough for a band when like they're in the middle of like a tour and someone passes away. That happened with The Who in 2002 when John Entwistle, their bass player, he died because he did a lot of drugs, a lot of things like that.
Yeah.
And he died in the middle of the tour, but the band, they decided that, they wanted to keep going on, because at that point it's really tough. You got to decide, do we keep going on or do we take a break for now? Because they think about it, and the band would think like, all right, what would the person who just passed away, what would they want? Like, what would Taylor want?
Yeah.
Would he want us to keep going without him, or would he want us to, lay off a little bit, spend time with their families, whatever. I think more musicians than not, when they're in that musician lifestyle, they probably would want their other bandmates to go on. I mean, I know if I were to die, I'd want you guys to keep the show going on, so just continue on without me.
Yeah, Miguel. We'll just have a cardboard cutout of you right there.
Thanks.
In your memory. And I was just like, "Oh, Nick, are you hungry?" No, just here's some water.
All right, no, don't get weird with it. Don't get weird with it.
Baby, you like that, don't you?
Oh my god.
Anyway.
You heard of Help on the Shelf. Now get ready for
Continue.
I'm trying to think of something.
Yeah, we're trying to be serious here, goddamn. I mean, yeah, that's really all of it. I guess right now they're still trying to do an investigation as to how he fully died, but at the same time, they're trying to keep, respect the privacies of his family, along with the members of the Foo Fighters, things like that, because a lot of rock fans are pretty heartbroken, because the Foo Fighters, I think as of right now, are probably one of the biggest rock bands in the world, because besides like newer artists like Harry Styles, he's a pop rock artist.
You don't really see that many rock bands coming in as of right now.
Yeah, and even then, the Foo Fighters are not really new. They've been around since like the mid '90s, so they've been around for a while. It was something that Dave Grohl started after Nirvana disbanded, and ever since the mid late '90s, they've just been huge. And the last few years, I feel like they've only gotten bigger. Like they're everywhere. Dave Grohl is doing all these projects. He did like a death metal album with I think Dale Crover, the guy from the Melvins. I think he makes like a movie for him, but he's just a really busy guy. He's just doing all these things. So the Foo Fighters were like the number one band in the world right now. And so, it's kind of a shock that the drummer, just suddenly passed away like this, because it's not like it wasn't one of those situations where he had like deteriorating health that I know of, where, it's like he couldn't play. He had to like go to the hospital. He had to do all these things that I know of, at least. Now, I'm not the biggest Foo Fighters fan, but I will say as of lately, I have gotten more and more into them. I'll be honest, I only know like their hits like Learn to Fly, Everlong, There Goes My Hero, The Pretender. But I will say I think they are a decent band. I don't think there's really I do enjoy some of the stuff I have heard. And I will say Everlong is probably unironically one of the most beautiful songs I think I've ever heard in my entire life.
It's a really good song.
It is a really good song. I think when I find my significant other, I'm gonna dedicate that song to her.
Oh boy.
I love her Everlong.
Or him. You can never know. Or it. Or oh dear Lord.
Sounds like you were Gilbert.
Okay. Damn, no Miguel.
It's okay.
Yeah. I don't think Miguel cares really.
You know what we can end on?
What?
I think we can end on a very good note. I'm more happy.
But before that, rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins. I don't want to just complete. No, I mean we can go on. I just want to say real quick, just rest in peace, Taylor Hawkins.
Yes. Legend.
Our blessings are with your family,
Yes.
members of the Foo Fighters, and this is a tragic deed that happened. I just wanted to get that.
Yeah, no,
out there.
I thought
just to make sure we show our respects.
I thought you already said it. That's why.
No, I didn't. So I just want to make sure I did say it. So, all right, what did you want to?
Well, we
say?
can end on a happy note with me.
Oh, great! It's always about you. Go on, go crazy.
Well, I'm happy about it because
What's
it's
up?
coming May 20th.
Oh, all right. Go ahead. Go off.
Harry Styles' third album. Yay! And the album cover, the album title is truly like creative in its own way.
Harry's house.
Harry's house.
I will say the album cover is pretty cool.
It is.
I mean, he's just stuck on the ceiling. I don't know. He had some Gorilla Glue at the bottom and just went, oh boy, a penny.
No, but no, I am excited because it's supposed to be psychedelic rock, and I think it's supposed to be also like a quarantine album too, specifically.
I will say the album cover doesn't really scream psychedelic rock. I would think maybe more of like just regular pop or maybe some R&B and soul.
Well, that was the rumor, so I mean, I hope it's still like that. But
I hope so too.
Yeah. But I do like the cover of it though. So
yeah, I think it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I said to you, I think once that album comes out, I'm just gonna buy his whole discography because he only has 3 albums.
Yeah,
so
and then this album is the most liked album released of an album on like Twitter.
One more time,
Those are words.
You got to try that one more time.
It was the most liked announcement of an album by an artist.
Okay.
All right. Well, I mean, I'm pretty excited to see what it is. Gian, Miguel, you gonna give it a listen?
I'll give it a listen.
Okay.
I don't know how I'll feel about psychedelic rock, but I'll give it a listen.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if I doubt you are really in depth in the scene of 60s psychedelic music like Hendrix and the Byrds. I don't think you know much about that, but
I mean, we'll see if I feel like he'll have a couple of songs that are definitely like that. Maybe not the whole album.
Maybe
but I mean,
it may also be more like Tame Impala because he's a pretty big artist today, but his is kind of classified as psychedelic, but it's like more modern sounding rather than
it's not like
purely 60s or 70s.
He's definitely not like one of those artists that like are forced to make poppy music. He definitely makes his own music, like whatever he wants to make.
Right.
So.
And he has a lot of diversity in his songs, a lot of pop, folky stuff, rock and stuff. So,
yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing Harry do like a metal song, just out of nowhere, right? No, what if like just like mid album, right? It's like the 7th track. You just hear like this like screeching ringing just from like the feedback of like the fucking amps, and you just hear. And the song is just called Peach. It's like the most soft-sounding song, the title, but it's like the most hardcore death metal song ever made. I would love to see him do that.
Yeah. All right. That's what I'm excited about. So May 20th. Whee!
Yeah. And cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there you have it. Another successful week. We're gonna keep the streams going just for a few more weeks, and then we'll get back to the whatchamacallit?
Regular edited.
Regular edited. Thank you.
Yeah,
God, I'm the editor. I couldn't.
We're
even
on
remember that.
YouTube, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Amazon, Google.
I love how you're looking at me while doing this because.
OnlyFans, Pornhub, Xvideos.
Am I gonna add all those to the poster as well?
I'm trying to think of more. Hold on. MySpace, Tumblr, Facebook, Instagram,
Musker.
Twitter,
The Elon Musk Twitter.
True Social,
True Social.
Snapchat.
I think just for the fuck of it, I think we should unironically upload an episode on Pornhub.
Honestly,
I wanna
we
do
should.
that. We should make a video about it.
We should.
So like, all right, so today we're gonna upload an episode of LOEM on Pornhub.
Threesome. That's threesome. That's it. That's the title. All right. Christ.
We got a couch.
You think I'm joking, but we're definitely doing that.
We got a couch.
We gotta.
We can just spray paint it
So we're
black.
all 18, right? Over 18, right?
And Miguel.
All right, Miguel.
What are your final words?
Harry's whorehouse.